Hello everybody. This is going to be a video about the Alien Activity Lab that you may find on Canvas. We did do this lab in the classroom. I tried to design it on a Google slide so that you could easily move the images to and from and organize them, but as I've discovered, that part isn't working so well. So I'm going to attempt to put this lab together and show you what I want you to learn from this activity. If you have already completed this assignment in the classroom, don't worry about this portion of the video unless you just want it for a review. But this video is intended for those students who are out on quarantine and who were not there in the class for this assignment. So make sure that you follow along, answer the questions in the remainder of the Google slide as we go through this. Okay, so as I switch over, or as we continue on, our objectives, students will understand how the periodic table is organized by organizing the drawings of these little aliens right here. Okay. After watching this video, students will organize the alien cards into groups, columns, periods, and rows, following trends of similar items and progressing items. And this is really an effort to show you part of how the periodic table is put together. Okay, so what we see here are a series of 40 tiles. Ideally, you could copy paste them, but that portion isn't working as intended. But you can see we've got these different looking aliens all the way around. And then ideally we would cut, paste them, put them on this tile. But I'm going to switch over to this other view as you can see all of these tiles kind of cut out. And so ideally you're going to notice that we have some different body shapes. Okay, we've got this rectangular body shape. We have a downward triangle. Here we have another downward triangle with some funky hair going on there. We've got some circles, some upward triangles, what I would call a pumpkin body since we're so close to Halloween. And then we see different hats, different types of hairstyles. So we need to be able to find a way to organize these. I would suggest anytime you're trying to organize something, go with something that sticks out the most. And so for me, what sticks out the most is the body shape. And so if we just go through these and organize these body shapes together, and I stack all the pumpkin bodies together, and I guess the rectangular bodies and the circles together, and the downward triangles, and we go through all these. Let's see, we have the downward triangle, the upward triangle, and the downward again. Here we have the downward. The circle goes there. And as I'm doing this, I'm noticing, oops, I got some stacked wrong here. So those are downward, 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 upward triangle, rectangle. As I'm putting these together, I am noticing some other similarities. Maybe I've got stripes going through some things. I've got bald hair, and then I've got some others. As we look, let's see, there's another bald guy. Oh, look, we've got hair that's the same over here. So I am noticing different trends, and maybe you pick a different trend to go with, and that's absolutely fine. But pick something and go with that something. And work it out. And then if it doesn't work, then change your routine. Okay. But for now, I'm just going to continue to organize these as our different shapes. Let's see, another downward, rectangle, circle, upwards, pumpkin guy. Once again, noticing the lines. We've seen those lines before. And let's see, rectangle, circle with some funky feet. Take notice of that. And there we go, we're getting closer. Another pumpkin body, downward triangle, rectangle, pumpkin, and upward triangle. Okay, So now I figured out a way to classify these, and so they've been classified by their body shape. And now I'm just going to put all the others aside for right now, and let's just go with these circles as I try and figure out how in the world these circles are may be able to differentiate between them. Okay, and so some of the differences that um, I see different numbers of eyes. I see different hair, different fingers, but I definitely have fingers on every single one of them. And so if we dive further along with the fingers, I notice that each of the fingers are different. So I've got a possible progression. I see a 1 finger there and a 5 finger there and a 7, 8 fingers, 6, 3, 4, 2. And so I've got this progression of numbers. So shucks, maybe I should try and organize this in a progressive way. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me move these over, give me some more space. And let's see, I've got a 6, a 7, and an 8. What do you know? I just happen to have a sequence here. And so I'm going to go with that, and then let's just grab these guys right here. So I've got my pumpkin bodies. Let's see if we happen to notice the same thing here. If we look at our fingers, you know what? Every single one of them have fingers again. So, and then I've got the same hair here as I noticed there, and I've got the same kind of hair. Um, so I definitely see some similarities. Let's try doing the same thing as I've got 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Let's try to get that back on the screen. Let's try putting these here. And so there we go. I've got my progression of 1 finger all the way through to 8 fingers. Okay. And what sticks out to me right away, I've got stripes and stripes. Now I got this odd character over here with stripes too. So hair is the same. What do you know? Hair, same style of hair, bald, bald, same style of hair or hat, maybe we could call that. Squiggly hair, hair that kind of looks like playing cards to me, and then another baldy. Okay, so we have some stuff that it is tracking through. Let's go ahead and do the next body set. And once again, the biggest thing to focus on here is to keep moving forward. You might make some mistakes, you might not, but keep going forwards until it doesn't work, and then analyze it and try again. Okay, so let's do, once again, I'm noticing fingers throughout, so why not try to keep doing this thing? Okay, I got 2 fingers. What do you know? I have the same type of hair. Okay, I've got here, you know what? Let's look at the hair. Let's just try this. If I match that up to the hair, I've got 3 fingers over there, 4 fingers there, so 7 fingers. So that matches up with fingers. So I think we're on to something. So let's do 6 fingers there. We've got 8 fingers, 5, 4, there's 1, and then there's 3 fingers. Okay. So, wow, things are matching up. Once again, I've got a stripe in the body. Okay. Bald hair, same type of hair, and then I've got these candy corn hair or a crown, whatever you want to call it. And then, oddly enough, as I look at this, see how I've got 1 hair there, 1 there, 1 stripe of a hat or a hair there, and then I've got 1 playing card hair there, and I've got 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 there with the hair. So I'm guessing that hair comes into the play also. But let's go ahead and move on, taking notes of that we just observed. Okay, so once again, we've got different hair, and let's try matching these up by hair and fingers. See, 5 fingers just happens to have the same hair. We've got 2 fingers, same type of hair, stripes in the body, 4 fingers, and bald. Okay, that matches. I've got 6 fingers over here. So let's put that 6 fingers, same type of hair. This guy, we've got 3 fingers, bald, and this is 8 fingers. Look at those feet. Okay, same kind of feet. We got 1 finger, same type of hair, and we've got 7 fingers and 5 pieces of hair. Okay, so we're definitely seeing multiple trends that are going on. Now let's just try the last set, the very last set that we've got here. Okay, so I've got 3 fingers, and then I've got 5 fingers, 8 fingers. Oops, I can't count. Yeah, there's where the 5 fingers goes. 1 finger, 2 fingers. I'll just go straight to the hair and count 7 fingers there. 4 fingers, what do you know, stripes again. And then I've got 6 fingers there. Okay, so we've kind of got them all laid out. Now let's see if there are some more similarities that we could find or something else that we need to alter. So if we just look at the hair, we continue to see patterns. Patterns are key for this activity. I notice I've got 3 candy corns, 2, 4, 1, and 5. So I've got this thought process that maybe I should move this 1 up to the top, keep the 5 down here, and then I'm just going to pull these down. Make a little bit more room and still be able to see on the screen while that glare from my lights is getting it. Okay. All right. And so we got 4. Let's go ahead and move these ones in here. Okay, and I'll try and fix this again since I made a mess with it. Okay. And so now I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes in his hair. Everybody's bald. Everybody's bald, but I got 2 stripes, 3, 4, 5 stripes. The hat has 2, 3, 4, 5 stripes in the hat. Looks like I've got the shortest hair to longest hair, and then 2 playing cards for hats, 3, 4, 5, and then bald all the way down. This guy right here with the stripes kind of confusing me. Doesn't make much sense, but the rest of it makes sense. Okay, so now let me put these others back up in order. Okay, and so we've got our 1s all the way up here. There we go. Okay, so we've got our 1 horn going straight to the 2 horns. Same with the head all the way through and the stripes in the body. Okay. The eyes, not quite certain what's going on with the eyes, but I've got everybody from here over has 2 eyes, and then all the one-eyed purple people eaters, so to say, the one-eyed creatures, they're all touching each other. So that's some type of a trend. Um, the body shapes all line up. Let's see. The hair continues to line up. The fingers are good. Um, just this one out here all alone. That's the only one that kind of sticks out. But if we look at the feet, we have 2 feet, 3, 4, 5 feet, 6 feet. The body shape lines up. The lack of hair is correct. The fingers line up. I had body shape. The one eye, it lines up. So it looks like we have a trend, and what a trend is, it's a general tendency. Um, and so the general tendency is that this guy right here holds true, and we can identify it. Um, it doesn't have to be 100% one way to fill a trend. Just like a trend with clothing, just because the clothing is trendy doesn't mean that everybody is wearing it. It's just that it's extremely popular, and that a lot of people may be wearing it. So looks like we're good all the way through it. And this is how you would have organized this. Um, so at this point, what I want you to do is finish the Google slide, pause this video if you need, and write down how we organize this in the following slides. And then watch the video and on the second to last slide and the very last slide of this Google slide, write down how your beginning of knowledge, how do you feel that the periodic table is organized. Once you do that, submit the assignment, and then I'll get it graded. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later.